Hey guys, it's the one and only Joe, and I am doing my first video vlog on my weight loss journey. I am having the gastric sleeve in September, and I am very, very, very excited. And at the same time, I'm also nervous and fearful of the unknown, as many people are. And I kind of want to make this video to help other people that are going the same situation, and I think they're just personally fun to watch. So, a little bit about me. I'm Joe. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and the most I've ever weighed was 455 pounds. I went through several dieting and exercise programs through my life, including taking phentermine, Weight Watchers, Medifast, and Nutrisystem. All of those did play a part in helping me lose weight. And in doing so, I kept it off for a while. And then until I went off some of the programs that were a little bit, out of my budget, I, you know, gained my weight back. So the heaviest I've ever weighed is 455, about 6'5", so it doesn't like look on me. People think I'm like 250, 300, which bless their heart. But I'm a big guy. And I think that's always bothered me. And this is one of those things that's really hard to talk about at the same time because I'm very insecure about my weight. Always have as a young kid. I didn't have the luxury that some of these people had where they were the thin jock or the cheerleader and they just got fat. I never had that. I was always the biggest, tallest, fattest kid in class. And, it's one of those things where I had to mask it with my sense of personality and comedy because I ultimately realized that if you forget to laugh at yourself, you're not going to go well through life. And thanks to my mother for raising me, single family home. Well, although I had my grandma and stuff, she did a great job, and she's been my force to keep going. And this is a journey that I want to talk about with others because I know there's a lot of people that are on the same fence about it and they're going through the same thing, or maybe you're just another guy and you just want to see another video. I also want to help those because I'm a gay male and I'm part of the LGBT community, and I'm very happy about that. I think it's important to talk about that because in our own community we face discrimination for being big is too bad, and it's not seen as a positive in the community. And for me, I'm doing this for myself and for my health. Now, I was on multiple weight loss programs where I had lost a lot of weight. Originally was on phentermine for a few months. That helped with initial 50. And then I was on programs like Weight Watchers and then Nutrisystem. And then the last one I did was Medifast. Each one, I lost a significant amount of weight and I kept it off for a certain amount of time. But then after a while, I didn't stay on the programs because personally, they were very expensive. So I ended up gaining my weight back. And now I'm at a point where I'm able to get the surgery. And I can't believe it. I want to pursue this at age 21. And I did. And I actually got approved for it. But because I was under my mom's insurance and because things were switched around with the policies, I couldn't get it. And I was really torn about it. So, at a young age, I wanted to go through with it, but then I did it on my own with other programs and I was successful. But, I feel like this is going to be the right tool for me. And it irks me a little bit. A little bit. So it hurts when I hear people talk negative about themselves in a way of that they failed and I'm a horrible person after they've lost the weight. Especially like in things like with Biggest Loser, you always see the shows where they're like, busting out through their old image, like, hey, look at that person, yuck. And it's a pet peeve. I hate that. I don't think that you can look at that as so much as a negative. Like it is a thing that happened to you, but it's something that you were in control of. And I think if you recognize that was a part of you, that because of that person, that big person, you were able to accomplish a more healthier lifestyle. And I think that's where you have to come from if you're going through with this. I'm doing this for the love, like a love letter to myself. I want this to be something successful, but doing this because I love my body enough to want to be healthy and to live longer. And honestly, have a tool so I'm not gorging food. I mean, I know a lot of thing is to be healthy, which is a great aspect, but for me, being able not to gorge food and, eat to like, burp or throw up, that would be really helpful. I'm very excited for this journey. I'm sorry, I'm a little sweaty right now, baking on the studio lights. Um, but yeah, so right now I am about 425, and I'm starting my liquid diet in 2 weeks. I don't know what's gonna happen, how my body's gonna feel. I know it's gonna be a little weak, but also very energetic. So I'm making sure I stick on this. I'm going to be very nervous at the same time because I've never been under at all in my life, and for me, it's just like, okay, I go to bed, but do I wake up? I will. But you have to prepare. And one of the things I had to do was doing the packets. I had to. Now I'm going to turn into my doctor in regards to medical decisions through my family and friends that I'm leaving that decision to, and it started to become more real when I had to answer these questions that I never thought I'd answer. I mean, organ donor, totally understand that I've done before. I'm totally registered, but to hear about, what do you do if you're unable to make health decisions? Who do you leave on that to? And at what point do you say I have to pull the plug? It's a little emotional for me because I had to do that for my grandma, where I had to sign the papers for her do not resuscitate. And it was very difficult because I know that was a choice that I had to be done because my grandma would have wanted it. And now I feel like I got emotional thinking about it because then I had to now bring it on to my other family. I mean, it's my family now, that could happen. And that scares me a little bit. But at the same time, I'm making an adult decision on my body, and the surgery itself is an adult decision, which means I have to make adult decisions when it comes to my health and should things go wrong. So this is just a first video of many. Again, I'm getting the gastric sleeve at the end of the month, and I'm starting my liquid diet in 2 weeks. So from there, I want to make this a journey about myself and how I can overcome my past, and know that I can make my future very healthier, because I think most people's idea of health should be about themselves, and you should do what's right if you're ready at that time. And I feel like I'm at a point where I'm not so much as scared as more that I'm ready. And I'm very excited what's going to happen. And I'll look at all these videos and I'll probably think, see, that Joe, he's just as strong as he was before. And I think that's what we all need, whether if it's a surgery base or just going to any motivational program to help adjust our weight. And I hope to make more videos in the future, and talk to you soon.